lacking of scientific determinant in the project phase. There are three kinds of land shape formula used in Turkey. There are area-based, accrual-based, and value-based. But commonly, area and accrual-based formulas have been used for the determination of the land shares. As you can see from the table, such a calculation system could be confusing and going beyond the provision of the legislation. You can see from the first row, condominium unit number 1 has 3 kinds of land share rate. Okay, then which one is the right? According to the condominium law and Supreme Court decisions, value-based calculation is the right one. And we can say that area-based or accrual rate-based calculations are wrong. And how could these we can, we said that value-based calculation is the right one. According to condominium law and Supreme Court decisions, area, location, type, floor number, heating system, fabrication cost per square meter, and some environmental features such as solar energy potential, wind, lighting, orientation are these are factors that will affect the value of the building. And how could these factors can be obtained? We cannot obtain these factors from 2D CAD plans easily. So a new evaluation process which analyzes these factors should be accelerated. We want to emphasize that BIM, Building Information Modeling, can be used as a rich data supplier for us, for real estate managers. So BIM is not just a 3D drawing tool, but a new way of managing the information related to construction projects. BIM links to geospatial data and designers' plans, drawings, and graphical and non-graphical data. And 3D BIM model has been used for a variety of purposes, such as visualization, energy performance modeling, extract accurate data for valuation purposes, provides the opportunity to build a virtual building. And as seen in table, if you want to determine comparative values of each unit, you have to know these factors, qualitative and quantitative values. These are construction area of unit, floor number, heating system, solar gain, and daylight orientation are the factors that affect the land share. So we have to determine these values. In order to obtain these values before mentioned table, we did a field study and we used real measures and created 3D geometric model of the building in Revit architecture software and performed energy analysis and other estimations. According to the Supreme Court decisions, north winds decrease the value of the unit. So we have to determine wind's effect on each unit. In the study, building is located with real coordinates on site and closest weather station is used. According to the results, northwest direction is the most windy direction as seen in annual wind rows. But each unit's frontage looks southeast direction, so in the real situation, so we can easily make comparative considerations. We can decide that none of the condominium units under the north winds. Of course, this is a simple project, but in a complex project, complex building project, this effect will be very clear. We can see very clear of this effect. According to the studies, increasing floor level or by one is associated with about 2.2% increase in sale price. Beyond this assumption, in every project, increasing floor level may not increase unit's value. Site conditions such as obstruction, neighborhood around the unit, and security risks are important for comparative considerations. Especially in high-rise buildings, this effect can be negative on unit's value. The other valuation factor is construction area of each unit. Of course, this information can be derived from 3D CAD plans, but it is important to consider all of these factors in one database in terms of consistency. We can easily list area data in the model and schedule these data. And other valuation factors are related with building energy performance. In the study, we used climate-based metrics such as annual sunlight exposure and spatial daylight autonomy in order to determine daylight and solar gain levels of the space of the condominium unit. Because daylight availability and direct solar gains in the space have an important effect on its value. As seen in figure 1, yellow areas achieved 300 lux daylight illumination for at least half of the analysis hours from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. For example, for the unit number 5, 18% of the total area meets this standard. However, for unit number 1, 1% of the total floor area meets this standard. In figure 2, we used annual sunlight exposure metric in order to measure solar gains for each unit. Red areas in the figure exceeded the value of 1000 lux for at least 250 hours per year. According to the results, unit number 1 has the lowest percentage and unit number 2 has the highest percentage. So these energy analysis reports enable us making comparative analysis in determination of the value of each unit. This is the workflow for the value-based land share calculation. We cannot finalize all these steps unless realized one by one. BIM process, Building Information Modeling process, is the second and the most important step for this workflow. And in this study includes 1 and 2 clause, and further study will need for the land share calculations. And to sum up, land share is a serious problem related with security of vertical land ownership. We need different perspective for the solution. At the same time, consistent and comparable data are required for the calculations. The creation of 3D virtual model with BIM-supported software is very important in terms of both creating accurate and contributing to sustainability of the building. Even if the building is not physical on the land surface, valuation should be performed with real measurements and data from the 3D virtual building model. Which, with such a system, this decision-making process can be accelerated and land share factors can be determined in a scientific manner. And the BIM world, we know that BIM world seems far away from the geospatial world. Its functional and detailed models containing geometric semantic information can provide useful information for the surveyors in the management of 3D physical objects like building and condominium units. And before the closure, it's a nice statement, I think. Measure what can be measured and make measurable what cannot be measured. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Şimşek, for your nice presentation. Is there any question?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for a nice presentation. Several questions. First of all, you're calculating the costs of the building based on floor areas. Also, it's possible from BIM to calculate overall cost based on building elements.
Yes.
So why do you choose a floor area approach? Because it's rough cost. Because calculating it from regular type of quantity survey calculation is also easier. by just very automatic in Revit and so on. Why did you choose floor area?
Floor area for the land share. It's a floor construction area. Some definitions are very important. Construction area very important. It's a direct impact from the land share percentage, so we can obtain this data from easily. Quantity surveying is a other issue. It's very important. Actually, we can or we have to use quantity surveying for this land share calculation process. The study is not contain this part, but quantity surveys or buildings elements costs are very important. Maybe this will be other studies part.
Okay, I'll have several more, but we'll speak in the break.
Okay, thank you.
Another question? If not, okay, thank you again.
Thank you.
So we are closing the session, also the conference, and we can directly go to the hall 1 for closing ceremony. I think there are some colleagues from Morocco. They will make a presentation for